Hey guys, so the video you are about to watch was actually filmed a few days ago. The point of me filming it was to add it to my weekly vlog, and as you can tell, this video is about 16 minutes long or so, and that's a bit too long to add just as a clip to a vlog. So I decided just to put it as its own video. The quality is really poor just because of, I had to film on my tablet. So please forgive the quality of the video. But the message that what I said is really important to me. And I really hope that you guys can take something from it. So, yeah, I guess enjoy. It is now 3:42 a.m. and I am still awake. So basically, I'm sitting here with my Bible open, and I just kind of wanted to talk about what's been going on with me. So, I don't know if I've mentioned in the previous video, but I am a Christian, and I do my best to live my life according to how I view, how I think Jesus would want me to. And before you guys, any of you freak out or turn this video off, please just hear me out for a minute. Yes, I am a Christian, but no, it does not mean I'm a bigot. No, it does not mean I'm a homophobe. No, it does not mean I am, I hate Muslims and I'm, whatever the stereotypical Christian is, the hypocritical Christian, I guess you could say. That's not me, and that's not who I believe Jesus is either. So, I ask that you would just hear me out, because my faith is me, and it's part of me, and it's a big part of my life and my journey, and so I want to be as open and honest on this channel as I can be, and this is what's in my mind, and this is what I'm doing. So, I kind of, am going to incorporate my faith into this, because it's not even really incorporating my faith, it's just my life. This is just my life. It's how I live. But anyway, so lately, I've been really struggling with my relationship with the Lord, though. And even though I'm a Christian, I've been a Christian my whole life. I grew up in a Christian home, church, all that stuff. I've never really had a point where I'm like, that's not for me. I've always believed in God. I've always believed Jesus is his son, that he died, went to hell, rose again, conquered death for my sins. I believe all that. Always have. But I don't always have the best relationship with him. And some of you might be thinking, relationship, that's weird. Well, the way that I view it, and the way that I think God truly wants it, is not a religion, not to follow these strict standards and say the certain words and do the certain things, but to have an actual relationship with God, So, I feel like God and I are in different planes right now, and I say that because with my health, I really struggle with knowing that God loves me and wants the best for my life, and being chronically ill at the same time. It's how do these two things fit together? They don't seem to, because I know God could heal me if he wanted to. He could just be like, you're healed, and it'd be great. Or, he could be like, or he could heal me through doctors and medicines. That's how he works too. But I could go to the doctor and be like, yes, this is what's wrong with you. We finally found it out. We got a cure. You're cured. You're good. You can start living life now. That hasn't happened so far, even though I've prayed for it many times. And it's really hard for me to reconcile, I guess. I think that's the word I'm trying to find. I don't know. Just put the two together, how does that work? How can you be an all-loving, mighty God, and yet I still am sick? And, what good does it do anybody? It doesn't do me any good. It doesn't do my family any good. It doesn't do my boyfriend any good. It doesn't do... I'm like, how is it helping God? Because I'm not able to, go anywhere. I just sit in my room all day. Woo. So, yeah, anyways, though, I had recently, yesterday, was watching a few YouTubers, and I came across this lady, and I don't remember what her name is, but I will post it down below the video that I watched. And she was talking about the Apostle Paul and how he had a thorn in his so he says in his side. And anyways, I'm going to read the verse for you guys. So I have my Bible here, and I just really felt drawn to this. I heard that, and I was, kind of how she explained it, and I was like, wow, that could be me, and I prayed about it, and I just really felt like God was like, you need to, like, look at this verse and be like, yeah, that's me. So, I'm going to go ahead and read it. It's 2 Corinthians 12, and I'm going to start at verse 6, because verse 7 is, like, in the middle of a sentence, and it doesn't really make sense, so it says, if I wanted to boast, I would be no fool in doing so, because I would be telling the truth. But I won't do it, because I don't want anyone to give me credit beyond what they can see in my life or hear in my message, even though I have received such wonderful revelations from God. So basically, like, there's a whole backstory to this, but I'm not going to read that. If you want to know kind of what he's talking about, the boasting thing, then it's 2 Corinthians 12. It explains it. But yeah, anyways. So to keep me from becoming proud, I was given a thorn in my flesh, a messenger from Satan to torment me and keep me from becoming proud. 3 different times I begged the Lord to take it away. Each time he said, my grace is all you need. My power works best in weakness. So now I am glad to boast about my weakness, so that the power of Christ can work through me. That's why I take pleasure in my weakness, and in the insults, hardships, persecutions, and troubles that I suffer for Christ. For when I am weak, then I am strong. And if you don't know the Lord, you might be thinking, like, what the heck? That makes no sense. You're weak when you're strong? Like, what? And I get it. Like, I totally understand that, because sometimes I'm like, but I don't want to be weak, Lord. Like, I want strength. I want to be strong. I am a very proud person. I am a very stubborn person. And so to basically be, like, here you're reading this and being like, yeah, that doesn't fly. It's like, oh, darn, dang. I really wanted to live my own way, And, something that this woman had mentioned, and I apologize, I don't remember her name. I will, like I said, I'll link her information below and everything, so you guys can check her out if you want to. But she mentioned, like, maybe the trial that she's going through, she struggles with depression, as I do as well. And she's talking about, like, maybe the depression is her thorn. Like, it keeps her humble. It keeps her, knowing the Lord. And if you want to know her story, you go watch her video. But for me, personally, I'm thinking, okay, maybe my sickness is my thorn. Because, being sick, being chronically ill, you have to rely on a lot of people for a lot of things. And it's not easy for me to ask for help. It's really, really not easy for me. And I am, like I said, I'm very proud. I am Irish and I'm Swedish, so there's a lot of very stubborn, my grandma is half Swede, so, very, very stubborn. And, a lot of times I grew up with a bunch of boys, so I'm like, I don't want to be seen as weak. I want to be able to be with the boys and be strong and do all these things on my own and not need help from people. And that's not a reality when you're sick like I am. So I have to ask for help a lot, and it's really frustrating and it's hard, but I don't know, I've been kind of coming to a realization just today, really. Maybe that my illness is my thorn. And while I have prayed and prayed and prayed for God to take it away, he keeps telling me no. At least so far, he's told me no. And I don't know why. I wish that wasn't the case. I really wish I could be like, yeah, have this amazing story about how God healed me from my chronic illness. But he hasn't. And I gotta believe that there's a reason for that. And I think, maybe my illness is my thorn, because if I were to not be sick, and if I were to do all the things that I desire to do, because I'm a very, very driven, very ambitious person, and so if I was able to do all these things, maybe I wouldn't be so understanding of other people. Maybe I wouldn't be so, maybe I wouldn't even believe in God anymore. I mean, or not believe in Him, but like not trust Him like I do now, you know. And because for me, being a Christian means that I can lean on God when I'm not doing well, and I have a hard time with that. I really do. I mean, I'm just going to be straight up honest. Like, just because I'm a Christian doesn't mean that I have all my crap together. Like, I don't. I have a lot of crap that is all over the place. But you know, I just feel like God's really telling me, like, He's here with me through it. And even though I might not feel Him, because a lot of times, like, I really don't feel like it. I don't feel like God's here. I feel like, you know, oh, maybe He's punishing me and all this kind of junk. But that's not true. That's not really what He's doing. You know, maybe He's just allowing me to do this so that I have to rely on Him. And I know, again, if you don't believe in God, like, this might seem like totally weird concepts to you, and you might be like, I don't want to have to rely on anyone. But the thing is, God is, He's, I don't know what the word is, but He's over everything. He sees everything. And it says in the Bible that He has plans for you to prosper, not to harm you. And He has your best intentions in mind. And even though there are bad, evil things in this world that happen, like my illness is bad, and it's evil because it stops me from doing things that I really love to do. God didn't necessarily give me this illness. He didn't cause it. He just allows it to happen because of, you know, this is, I can make a whole other video about that. But, I don't know, I feel like I have nothing else, I can do nothing else but rely on Him because I'm ill, you know. And like this says, that's why I take pleasure, or where does it go? My grace is all you need, my power works best in weakness. And so the good things that I accomplish are not because I'm a great person and I'm so accomplished and this and that. It's because God is good and He works through me. And so I can see that, because it's like, if I didn't have God, I'd be like, you know, I mean, if I didn't have my illnesses, then if life would have gone the way I wanted, I'd have a doctorate in veterinary medicine right now. You know, I would be like really successful in life. And I'm not. I don't even have an associate's degree. I mean, come on, how ridiculous is that, you know? So I don't know really where I'm going with this, but it's late. It's like almost 4 a.m. in the morning. But I just really wanted to share, like, this is my life. This is what is happening on a daily basis, you know? Like, I want to be open and honest with you guys, and I'm not gonna like shove the Bible down your throat, but at the same time, I'm not gonna not talk about it, because it's such a huge part of who I am, and my story. You know, my chronic illness story is directly related to my faith, and my faith is directly related to my illness. I guess they're intermingled. Like, they're you can't have one without the other. I mean, as far in me, like, it's all one thing. It's all one big mess. So yeah, I just thought I'd share that. You know, like I said, I'm up real late, and I was watching YouTube, and I was watching different Christian YouTubers, and I really felt like God was telling me to read the Bible, and I wanted to share that with you guys, because it's who I am, and it's how I deal with my illness. So I hope, you know, you're able to, or you're not turned off by this, or that you don't like think like, oh, I can't watch her videos now or whatever because she's Christian and she's gonna like be all like, man, you're going to hell, blah, blah, blah. No, come on, I'm not like that. Yeah, I love Jesus, and I want to be like him. And the thing is, I I think most people's perception of who Jesus is wrong. The Jesus of the Bible is not necessarily the Jesus that is out there in secular culture or in the world that people believe, you know. It's officially now 4 a.m. in the morning, and I have a doctor appointment tomorrow, so I gotta go to bed. And talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.